of energy, obviously getting extra dodge, more condition damage. He's going to be not a fun person to go up against in the fight. Soon. So basically, we will be starting the match now. Look at that, going through builds. That kills some time. Warrior Master of Cluster going to subtitle that one.
That needs to be a title for the Warrior. That's hilarious. All right, let's look at the splits here, Jebro. Looks like we are going to see Ranger and the Engineer, both from separate sides, going to try and zerg the opponent's base. Not sure if that's going to be the case here, but we do see Floppy kind of stop in front of the wall, try and get some stealth there. Only going to give her about 3 seconds of stealth. Not going to be that really effective of trying to sneak up to the enemy base here. We are going to see Super Volv actually try and deal a lot of damage here onto Floppy. Floppy doing a good job using the high ground to her advantage here, completely baiting the Warrior out to his point there, and it looks like she is going to try and do some nice damage there onto the Wolf there. The supply drop did get interrupted here. Very, very low indeed here. Going to use that nice area of effect healing explosive turret to try and deal some damage, but we see this Warrior just completely just not giving any sorts of craps whatsoever. I mean, he has not taken any form of damage at all, and this is not looking good for Floppy.
He's the main point of Floppy is to use that flamethrower and to get him off the point. But the thing is he's actually come off the point completely, and he's just getting recaps. He's only got one decap point off there now, as you can see that little tiny section. So Floppy is potentially, over time he's actually getting Wolf down, Super down, because he's actually on the long game. A Warrior is still quite good, but Floppy's doing really, really well to keep him busy. But it needs to probably bail out the point. I'm just going to head to mid quickly. Mid has actually been capped by Blue, so we're going to be moving over to mine now as Lady Nagnag is running into that point with Zul coming over as well. Just getting in there really, really fast, just teleporting onto him. He's got down Lady Nagnag down to very, very low HP there. He's got to keep the focus up on him if he wants to get down, but Lady Nagnag doing an extremely good job there of actually pulling off the point. But Zul just putting that extra pressure on, but there's 3 of red now defending against 2 of blue, so they need to hold that point, but they also need to push out as well, as we see Floppy does indeed go down to Super. As he was on his way to the midpoint.
One thing I want to point out there is Lady Nagnag is now suddenly an Azura. She was a human female the last time we saw her on her Rogue, so that was Rogue, wrong game. On her Thief. So that's something interesting to point out. But, one thing that we are seeing right now is we do see that Fallen does have a really, really good map control right now. They are in charge of keep and their close point, which is very, very important. We did see FroG try and take some of the close point onto the hedge, but that just did not happen. We are going to see Posey here popping that Torment and using some of the staff AoE to spread some conditions on the other team. And if we take a look at the HP bars and different variants of both teams right now, the team Fallen doing a great job at just completely keeping their team at almost full health.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, it's not actually... I thought there would be a bigger point gap by now, but Blue have actually got... they've only got 1 point at the moment. Both side points are contested, and Red have a lot of people in the mid. They've actually just got Henge now. I'm just wondering if the thief from Red, Zul, is going to go for a boss kill. He's not. He's actually going to head over to mine. Oh, it looks like the thief and the warrior are going to clash in the middle. Potentially Super just seeing him, but Zul just going right past. Are they just going to switch points? Yes, they are. Interesting there. Floppy goes down in the mid. Grotch is also down there, unfortunately, as well. It does look like Blue have won this team fight at the moment, as they're being outnumbered 3-1. Yeah, it's only a matter of time until Arco goes down. But Henge was taken there for a while, so Red actually got the only points of the match for a little bit of time, managing to get them to catch up by about 20 points. And they've actually got mine over the other side as well, which is actually better for them in the long run, really. So switching potentially, was probably actually better for both of them. So I think they just amicably switched points.
Yeah, I mean, I I really think that the reason for doing that is mainly because it's just better point control. We are going to see the Henge coming up here once Floppy drops that supply drop, stunning up Super Wolf here as well. And it looks like Grouchaton is going to be doing a pretty good job here at completely negating any damage that was brought onto Floppy. Unfortunately, we are going to see Super Wolf dealing a lot of damage here on to both players, but we do see Floppy kind of focusing down Posey right now. Posey doing a good job at spreading that condition damage, but with Grouchaton here, the condition damage is not going to be that much of a threat with the shout removal, and both sets of players pretty much in a even match right now. Unfortunately, Posey taking a lot of damage. His heal is on about 4 more seconds of cooldown here. He does get immobilized, and that is going to be him down. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get rallied here. And it looks like Wolf just kind of leaves his partner to the dogs, if you were, and he knows that he is in a world of hurt there. We are going to see a 3 versus 1, and that is going to be a very, very hard time for Super Wolf to try and get anything done. But he's doing a very, very good job.
Pardon me, he is doing a great job, but I'll tell you what, who's doing a really, really good job is Can Scout from Fallen. He was... Sorry, it wasn't Can Scout. So the other guys from Blue did actually get the boss down over on Svanir's side. So they've actually got that point. They got that boss down, and they've still got the mid, still got the Henge, and they're really holding them at bay. They were outnumbered as well. Over the the Fallen were actually outnumbered on Henge, and they've actually pulled it back now. And Red are they're streaming away in points now as they've got the 2 cap. They need to maybe split up or go for a boss. I'm not sure what they're going to do here. They're very, very split up on the points. Frog as well. I mean, Floppy's here. He's going to go down to Super as he went down there on the actual bow damage. Zul coming in. Is he going to get... No, not getting that any kind of stomp or anything over on Super, as he did, of course, have that stability up. So there's not much he could do. Zul just moving very, very fast to the midpoint now, trying to get some contestation on that. Kyle's just gone down there off point. He's very close to being res potentially, but there isn't really anyone there to actually help him other than Zul.
Close. So close, but that cleave damage was taking Zul down very, very quickly. He had to use that withdraw, and unfortunately that is going to be not a lot of damage here on to Team Frog right now. Team Frog in a very, very world of hurt now. They are being completely outplayed right now. It is a 414 to 191 in favor of Team Fallen. I keep wanting to call them Car Crash, Jebro, and I almost do every time I say their name.
I keep doing it as well.
But they are Team Fallen, not Car Crash anymore. And we do see Lord Nag actually not doing his very best right now against these 2 players of Team Frog, but they do still have this point. This is an official 3 cap, and this looks like it's going to be game 1 going to Team Fallen.
It does indeed. It's going pretty mental at the moment. I mean, these guys they really took control of the game. They've got 3 cat going down. They don't need to worry. It's just leaving Posey for a 1v1 versus Grotch. He's going to go and try and finish it, help him out on the boss, which is going to end it. I think they're going to actually get the 500 before they get the boss.
Yep.
Very, very, very strong match there from Blue. 502 points to 191. Frog doing a lot better there than I actually thought they would. I'm not putting... Frog are a very, very good team, a really great group of guys as well, so no disrespect to them whatsoever.